This is 55 TV, and you have not seen us for a while because me and Nick Thompson have been so busy with issue 3 of 55 Pages that's coming up really soon. We are at the other art fair with the lovely, great-haired Ryan. How are you doing?
Very well. Very excited because the fair's just opened. So.
This is the second time you've put this show together, and you curate this, don't you?
It's partly curated by myself and also Mila Askarova, who owns the Gazelle Art House. She's curated, in fact she's involved in that Azerbaijan stand at the Venice Biennale, so she's obviously well experienced.
How long has it been to put not this show together, not the previous show, but the whole idea of doing the other art fair? Why did you do it?
Good question. Well, the whole process, I guess, has been sort of pondering in my mind for a number of years. I've always worked in fairs, whether that be in fashion or wine or in the motor industry. And I guess that initially I thought there's a gap in the market as such. A lot of artists at the moment, London is the most exciting place to go and meet artists, but so many of them are unrepresented. So I wanted to put on a fair which basically gives people the opportunity to come and buy directly from artists rather than other means.
Sure. There's so much happening in the art world, especially in London and in New York and Switzerland and Miami. Art Basel were there last year. Amazing. Yeah. There is not an oversaturation of it, which is quite incredible with the amount of work that comes out and the amount of shows that's happening. Yeah. We are insatiable for art at the moment, aren't we? And contemporary art and street art are just so big and so accepted. Talk to me about this from your point of view.
I guess one thing, you say it's not oversaturated. I guess some people may disagree with that. I guess it really depends on where you're coming from. As long as you have a different stance with your fair and a different angle with it, then there's always space for it. Obviously the other art fair is very different. It's a very different concept to Basel or Frieze or any of those other fantastic shows. But we're just an alternative fair, essentially.
Talk to us about your artists and who you've got here and how you get them involved with the other art fair.
Okay, so how it all works and how they become part of the other art fair is simply that we have an open application which is open for 6 months. Any artist can apply for the fair. This year we had over 500 applications in the last couple of months. I then put together a selection committee who includes, this year we had Edward Lucy Smith, the art historian, Francesca Gavin from Dazed and Confused, the artist Chris Levine, and also Kenny Shatter, who owns the Rove Gallery in Hoxton Square. They then go through the applications. They select the 90 artists that they feel are the best from the applications, and then those artists are invited to come along and exhibit at the fair.
Can I ask you how many applicants you had on this second one you've done?
Over 500, just over 500.
And how many on the first one?
The first one was probably near about 350.
It must have been crazy doing the first one.
Yeah.
It must have been even crazier doing this one.
Yeah.
The third one, I can imagine you'll have things in place. How do you feel?
I guess it's funny. I almost feel like the first one was easier.
Yeah.
I guess you kind of got nothing to lose, but because we had such an amazing launch, there's obviously a lot to live up to for this one. So there's almost like that added pressure.
Sure.
But I don't know, come along and see what it's like and see what you think.
We're going to be there. We know what this is because we did issue 1 of 55 Pages. Issue 2 was really hard. We're on issue 3 like you're going to be on your next show. So we understand what it's like, and it is a pressure. I think a collaboration is coming on with the other art fair and 55 Factory. It's great to see you. We really like what you put together. So let's keep in touch and congratulations.
Great, thanks a lot.
55 TV.